Good evening, folks. It's it's a bit late, but welcome to Cats and Conspiracies. It's your man Codders here, doing what I can to help you navigate through this messed up world and to share with you the hidden gems in cinema which I have discovered throughout my life and I continue to discover even now. I was going to wait until tomorrow morning to record this, but I just come hot off the back of the trailer for Predator Badlands, and I think it just left me so depressed. It inspired me to come and record this video now. I'm so over Hollywood. I'm so done with it. I just I think I don't even think I can say I can't take anymore because I think I reached the limit, and now what I do is really strange because I think I look at these trailers now and I look at the films that are coming out now as some kind of very strange form of self harm, which probably isn't good for me. But I can't help but look at it. You know, like they say about a car crash. You know, you don't want to look, but you have to. You just can't resist looking at it. Um, and I don't think ignorance is bliss. I think we have to be aware of the bad things in order to change them. And having just watched that trailer for Predator Badlands, I come away and I'm just like, I just don't, I cannot understand how some of these films I'm talking about have just been completely forgotten and received so much hate when something like Predator Badlands is got a trailer and people are going to go and see it and be like, yeah, no, it was really good. It was so good. And then the Minecraft movie makes 7 billion million zillion dollars. I don't get it. There's no way the films I'm talking about are worse than those films. These films I'm looking at, yeah, they're low budget. They slipped under the radar, some of them. They've been forgotten, some of them. But any of these films I'm talking about, you're going to get more enjoyment out of them than you will from the Minecraft movie or Predator Badlands. I just cannot deal with this modern style of filmmaking at the minute. I just hate it. And every single trailer is exactly the same. It's like, as soon as I opened the Predator one, I knew what I was going to see. It's like, reborn. Every single trailer is like, coming up to the end. The title comes in across the screen. I'm like, Jesus Christ! If they could lean out of the screen and smash it into my face even more, I think they would. And what is this obsession with any kind of like monster creature, predator, dinosaurs, Godzilla, whatever it is, whatever monster they're dealing with, they absolutely must put a scene in where it like this. It goes right up to the trailer, up to the camera, and it's like, like is that scary? Is that what benefit would that have other than, hey, look, I'm here, like I'm going to alert you all to my presence? I thought the predator was supposed to be sneaking around in camouflage, sneaking up on people, not screaming its lungs out into the camera, letting the whole world know that it's here. Hey, I'm over here. Kill me. Kill me. What are you waiting for? So yeah, I don't get it. And of course, we've got a bunch of CGI'd predators running around. What looks like a teenage predator running around with dreadlocks. No doubt it'll be like Yas Queen or something as it kicks its way around in a rainbow flag. I don't know. Yeah, I just can't deal with it. Go and watch it, and then come back and tell me I'm wrong. Say no, Paul. It's going to be a masterpiece. I still won't believe you. So anyway, that inspired me to share with you a little known film which kind of has a little special place in my heart. I don't know, I've got a real soft spot for this film. It does receive a lot of abuse, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. This is far superior to anything that's going on at the minute. Okay, let me show you the opening scene to this film. Okay, this film is called They, and to prove how sad I am, not only do I have one copy of They. I actually have two copies of They. See? And you thought I wasn't cool, didn't you? The reason is one of them, can't remember, this one was Region 2, and this one was Region 1. So I had to get one that I could play. I used to have a DVD player that I could play Region 3 DVDs on, but I haven't got that anymore. So I had to get one that I could play in my country. So yeah, let me show you the opening scene to this. Now, this film does have Wes Craven presents. As far as I'm aware, I don't think he was that involved in this. I think he probably stuck his head in the recording studio and went, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I don't know, I could be wrong. He could be more involved in this. I'm more interested in the way this story is told because it really resonates with me. And if you've been through similar things that the characters in this film have been through, that I've been through, this film's going to resonate with you. Right. Cut the story short, this film is kind of about people that suffer from nightmares, as I call them. They call them night terrors in this film, which I think even makes them more scary. This is the opening scene. Tell me if this isn't freaky. Why do the parents never believe the kids in these films? Have they learnt nothing? Thunder and lightning is scary. Listen to this. Are you telling me if your kid said that to you, you wouldn't absolutely shit your pants? And she's just like, oh, honey, come on, baby. You know, you're talking crap. If I was looking, if I was looking after a kid, and he said that to me, I think I'd be boarding up the doors and the windows, checking under the bed. Are you kidding me? Not without a flipping sawn-off shotgun in my hands. No, thank you. Why do they even make beds for kids where there's a gap underneath it? Just put the damn thing solid on the floor. Take that fear away. You can tell this resonates with me because I've been there. I haven't quite figured out how copyright works yet. I'm just going to pause this a little bit because, from what I understand from the big guys who do this, they pause them and it helps them out with the copyright a little bit. Are you telling me this isn't scary? I don't believe you. When I saw this film, this is 2002 when this film came out, early 2000s. You telling me that's not freaky? I know you're scared. I am. Don't worry, I'm here with you. Look at this weather. It's perfect horror movie weather. This bit freaked me out and I don't know why. Watch the window. I can remember when I watched this in the cinema, this must have had a very, very brief cinematic release. I'm telling you, this film freaked me out. Check this out. You're scared, aren't you? And you know you want to watch this film. You know you want to watch this film on a dark, rainy night. Don't watch it on your own, though. Make sure you've got someone with you. Yeah, watch this on the window. Oh, God. Check that out. This on the window. What is that all about? That freaked me out for some reason. I don't know why. Right, that's it. I'm stopping it there because I'm going to freak myself out at this rate. I know I am. Right, let's just bring me back up again. Yeah, I'm recording this on my own, obviously, at night. I really need to stop looking behind me. It's freaking me. It's freaking me out. Right, let me bring up some images for you. You telling me that's not scary? You telling me that's not freaking you out? Okay, that's one of the rare. You don't get much chance to see what's going on in this film, monstery, scary wise, like visually, proper up close and personal. But that's one of the images I managed to find of the monsters in this. You telling me that's not going to freak you out? That freaked me the hell out, man. And I was going to say, I think the reason this film resonated with me so much, did you have nightmares as a kid? Do you sometimes still have them now? Did you have like not the mild nightmares, the proper things, okay? The things that kept you awake, the things that terrified the living daylights out of you, that you wouldn't go back to sleep, waking up, screaming, sweating, seeing things, feeling things. That guy's freaking me out. I'm going to get rid of him. No, where's he gone? Ah, I knew it'd be the last one. Right, go away. Yeah, did you have those dreams? Because I sure as hell did. And like she says in this film, you forget how real they were. You forget how terrifying those dreams were. I don't. I remember it. I remember, and I'm what am I? 46 now. I remember how real those dreams were and how terrifying they were. And I remember the problems I had when I was little. And I remember some really strange things. I remember once I woke up and I was under the bed. I was underneath my bed. Like, how does that even happen? Like, how? Um, yeah, terrified the life out of me. It really did. So when I saw this film, I kind of knew what it was about. Almost like those things that you're afraid of, you still have a strange fascination for them. So essentially, the story we have in They is, I'm not going to go in depth into characters and directors and production budget and that, because there isn't much to say about it. Okay, our two characters, we've got Julie here. That's Julie, and she is played by Laura Reagan. I have seen her around. She's in another good film actually. Um, she is in Dead Silence, which is a great film. I am going to talk about that one at some point because that is such a good fun film. And our other man, got a great name, Paul, is played by Mark. I've got to look his name up actually. Mark Blucas. Yeah, Mark Blucas. He was in, I do believe he was in like Buffy or something like that. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, he was in Buffy. Uh, he's you'll recognise him. But as for Laura, who plays Julie, I haven't really seen her around apart from in that one other film, Dead Silence. But I really like her. I think she's a really likable character. One of the complaints about this film seems to be like the characters have no depth. I don't really agree with that. She's studying for a psychology degree. Her boyfriend's fire service, and she suffered a lot with these nightmares as a kid. So essentially, what happens is one of her friends calls her up. She goes to meet him, and he tells her that these dreams have started up again. He says that these things that came for them as children, he says that they marked them as children when they were children to be taken when they were adult. Now, tell me, seriously, is me not telling you about this not just freaking you out? Because it's freaking me out just talking about it. So she starts to get the nightmares back again, as do her friends. And she goes to the funeral of this guy who calls her up again. It turns out he kills himself because he's so messed up. So she goes to the funeral and she meets some of these other friends there, and they all start talking. And the friendship group, it turns out, was bonded by the fact they had these nightmares as kids. And it starts to happen again. They start to suffer by seeing these things in the darkness. And I love the way that these beings, whatever they are, I love the lore that's behind them. I love the way that they are kept out of sight, just like in a nightmare where you never really get a good look at anything and you're not quite sure. those feelings of like things behind doors, things in cupboards is it's so there. Even talking about this just like gives me the chills because I remember how real it was, and I've even had some freaky experiences as an adult, which completely freaked me out. So Julia starts to see these things again, and strange things start happening, and she's getting these strange phone calls where just strange noises are happening on the other end of the phone. There's a lot of other weird things going on. Like the sounds employed in this that the creatures make, it's just really creepy and distinctive. And there's a lot of sort of dreamlike images where you don't quite know if you're awake or asleep when these things are happening. And it starts to build up. And she goes to the house of her friend who killed himself. She finds a book there where he'd been documenting uh, all these things. And she starts to look through it, and there's all these hypotheses and theories that he's coming up with about these creatures. And he says, he gives her some warnings, and he says to her, like, if you hear a baby crying, babies can sense when they're near, so babies start crying, lights start flickering. Certain things happen when these creatures are nearby. And he says, he hypothesizes, is darkness their way in and out of our world? So I love the idea that they have a world of their own and they're able to peer into our world and somehow visit us through darkness. I just think that's so cool and damn freaky. So obviously everyone she speaks to, doesn't believe her, apart from her friends who slowly begin to believe what's going on as they slowly start to disappear. One of the things that really freaks me out, which I think is really dreamlike and very accurate, is the guy says that she gets the book from her friend. He says that he believes they mark you as children, and then as you're older, the mark kind of develops, and you see it. And her friends all start to develop this mark, but she can't see it on herself, so she kind of thinks maybe she's okay. But the film, it does escalate, and I love how the film is so like this sounds like it shouldn't be a plus, but I love how bleak and depressing this film is. It's set in this very dark, grey, concrete jungle landscape, and you get a lot of sort of overhead views of it. Very cold and quiet, and everything just seems so like this feeling of hopelessness and bleakness is so prevalent in this film. Even like when she's in her house and she kind of gets out of her bath, like the drips of water coming off her dripping on the floor, it gives you the impression of this like incredibly old concrete um, building that she's in that's just dark with like squeaky doors, people you don't know, and just very, very bleak. And if you were to have to run up the stairs there on your own, it would just be dark and scary. I love this film. I'm not going to apologize for it. I think if you haven't seen this, if this is the kind of thing, think back to early 2000s, think of the kind of films that were being made back then. Think of that fear you had of the nightmares as children. This film does a really good job. I think it's something that's very, very hard. Dreams are very hard to put into film. But the way in this film that these creatures or whatever they are just out of sight, and there's a couple of times where there's a time where she's driving along in the car and one of them sort of hits the front of her car and she's looking. I wouldn't be getting out of my car with a torch, but she's like looking around with a torch trying to see what she's hit, and you can just sort of see like what maybe is the back of one of these creatures just laying on the floor, and it's just like freaky as hell. And she looks back and it's gone, and you can hear them like moving around. She can see them through the peephole in the door approaching her, and it's freaky as hell, man. I don't know what else to say other than this film. If you suffer with nightmares or night terrors, this film's going to take you straight back there. If you want to do that to yourself, if you want to punish yourself in such a way. So if you want to watch a rainy day scary, and I do mean like this is a proper, I find this film scary. I'm just looking at the rating, 15 it says on the DVD case I've got here. Yeah, if I watched this as a kid, this would scare the absolute crap out of me. In fact, I wouldn't have made it past the opening scene. I'm going to close it down. I wouldn't have made it past that opening scene because it is just so freaky. I strongly advise, if you want to scare yourself, if you want to enjoy some low budget production. I say low budget, it probably wasn't mega low budget. There's some fairly decent film work done here. Very atmospheric, very creepy. Go and check out They from 2002. Wes Craven Presents. That's all it's called. It's just called They. When I love that, I love the idea that these creatures, it's almost like you don't even know they exist, but there's a sense of a presence, and it's like, what? It's them. It's they. Oh God, I'm getting messages on my phone creeping me out. Everything's freaking me out now because I'm talking about this film. Everything's freaking me out. I need to put my phone back on silent. Stop freaking myself out. Yeah, check this out. Seriously, I haven't looked to see if it's like streaming anywhere at the minute, but you can probably find this somewhere, and you can certainly pick yourself up a DVD copy of it for next to nothing. I shouldn't imagine from your local secondhand DVD store. And I would love it if you go and watch this and it freaks you the hell out. Come back and comment and let me know what you think of it. And if I got you to have some sleepless nights, I apologize, kind of, but also I'm glad that you found I helped to share with you a film which did move me. It definitely freaked me out, and I'm glad to share that with you. So check it out. They from 2002. Be sure to come back. Give me some comments. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe, hit like. Paul, you're hilarious. You're amazing. You have the best film knowledge and film taste I've ever known in my life. Just put it on there. It'll make me smile. So anyway, guys, go and check it out. They from 2002. Enjoy, scare yourself, come back. Let me know what you think. See you next time.